Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Starcom Unknown Space. Today's beverage is a very standard yet very reliable cup of tea, the good old-fashioned cuppa. So welcome back to Starcom, and previously in the last couple of episodes, it's been a fairly mixed bag and a variety of actions and missions, including but not limited to starship improvement and expansion. We've done some exploratory missions, although that is sort of par for the course with this game every episode. You can see there's lots of areas where we've yet to fully survey. We actually opened up a brand new area over here, got some references and trading licenses, lots of areas to scan and check that out now. But the main thing, we also are assembling some brass pieces for what I think is a massive automaton type of thing, but yeah, that's an ongoing issue. But the main thing is over here, a quite small area in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, the ship was shutting down, everything was going horribly wrong. It's something to do, well, the shields were all breaking and everything. It was going in a very suboptimal way. I think this is to do with the sort of collision of all of these different colored nebula and gases. But yeah, we came over here, everything went wrong, and we bumped into probably the strongest enemy we have found, certainly the most numerous. And well, the game basically went, hey look, here's some new areas, or you can't go there, which is, for me, gauntlet thrown down, challenge accepted. I don't like it opening something up and then going, but you can't come here. We will see about that. So the plan is for this episode to upgrade the ship and to head over here to, well, yeah, defeat all of the all of the opponents as best we can. So we will dock with the station, and we need to check out our shipyard here, our ship. And this is what we've got so far. Now, the main problem at the moment is that the ship is basically running out of power. So let's sort that out as best we can. I'm going to remove these engines like so. I'm going to actually remove all of these engines and sort of shift things around a little bit, because I want to put in maybe yes, if we check out our energy here, the reactor Mark III, I'm going to just put it in like so. That's taking us to a max reserve of 222. So not bad at all. The issue with that is that I guess we now have no propulsion, so let me sort that out. I do always want to have it so that we can run away. That is, I know it sounds like a bit, you know, a bit of a scared thing to do, but yeah, as long as the ship can fire long range and run away very quickly, that is pretty much the goal. Let me bring this down as well. This is our survey lander, and then go over to armor, and then deflector, and then put a deflector forward, and that actually takes us to the maximum size for this vessel. Let me go to exit here, and we'll have a quick scan around, and oh, look at that there, so we can fire away. And wow, okay, look at the energy now. The energy is pretty good. Good job we can't actually hit the station, because otherwise we've been a spot of bother. Save the design for now. We will save as 13. Yeah, there, that's fine. And, well, okay, research. We do have 300 research points. Now, I could go for module logistics. Increases the max size of our hulls by an additional 10 hexes. That is an additional size increase, but not the new class of ship. That goes up to cruiser hull, which is allows the construction of a cruiser class ship with a max size of 75. Our max size is 40, which goes up to 50. So it's a big jump, actually, when we go to cruiser. Do I want to do that? Do I want to go for maybe deflectors, or what else have we got? We have things like plasma, hyper-ionization, increase the damage per unit of energy of our plasma bolts by additional 20%, even greater plasma range, increases the fire rate of our plasma turrets by an additional 10%. I'm going to go with the fire rate because we use our turrets for interdiction purposes. So when we haven't got many defenses in this thing. Our primary way of defending ourselves is by destroying the opponent's long range using our 4 cannon Mark IIs, or running away. That's our main way we deal with things. However, we also want to stop certain things getting to us, and that is mainly missiles, and we do that using the plasma guns. Obviously, there's things like, if we go down here, things like Havoc, which we've had, which is you got like perimeter and things like that, which is really, really useful. We've got missiles that have not unlocked. We've got lasers and shields, the latter of which certainly would be useful at some point, shielding. But we just haven't ran with it. So, like I say, main thing is to run away or to shoot long range, and I guess, like say, interdiction. And we have our plasma turrets firing, so that should hopefully help out. That takes us to 150 research points left, and I think that will do for now. We could have gone with things like extra damage and such. We've got batteries marked 3. I'm probably going to pick up batteries 3 and modular logistics, and that's when we'll jump really to the next sort of size. Actually, no, probably cruiser hull. All that's going to take a lot of research points now that I think of it. Anyway, I digress. Recovery. If every crew member has at least 1 biomed, increase the battle station recovery speed by 10%. We don't have that. All of these are set up, all good. All of this is good. Cannon projectiles, that is closer. Allows alternate firing mode of fixed guns with higher energy costs, slower rate of fire, but much greater damage that falls off over distance. We want to fire longer range. We've got these Havocs and stuff. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep that there for now. And what we're going to do basically is, well, there's many different terms for it. I'm going to use the term hot drop. We're going to basically appear right next to the enemy here and shoot as best we can. That means land, battle stations, and destroy everything as fast as possible. The thing that was killing us was the long-range, I'm going to call them swarmer missiles, but I think they're called like rogue missiles or something like that. That's the name of the ship. Basically, we were overwhelmed with missiles. So, well, yeah, let's see. End of campaign in 3, 2, 1. There we go, we're in. So, there's our vessel at the front, and we will fire away, and the idea is to destroy them sooner rather than later. So there is a I don't know if you saw a huge amount of missiles actually that were getting fired and actually hit this ship here, and I'm just taking out anything to do with these missile boats. Let me just activate battle stations and destroy that. There we go. So they are firing and doing damage, but we are repairing as best we can. There's another one destroyed. These guys are actually running away now, as you can see. So we're going to, again, utilize our advantage, which is long-range firepower and speed as well. We have ridiculous speed, so we can fire from long range and take them out. Now, these things here, they're firing, well, I don't know what you would call it, firing green stuff at me. I think there is a different sentence to that. Welcome to Earth. So yes, you could call it plasma, it could be disruption, I'm not too sure what it is. All I know is it was firing at us, and now they're no longer there because we have indeed defeated them. Good, there's still runaway missiles up there. So let's go ahead and check those out. We are fully repaired. Battle stations are about halfway, but I want to get in there and, like say, take them out. There's only... Ooh, I was going to say there's more and more missiles. Yeah, let me just bloom. I'm going to fire like this. Might trigger them to come towards us. Not too sure if it has. Okay, I'm going to wait then. We do have time for this battle stations to come back on, because, as I said, all of these runaway missiles, we can't deal with them. We can't deal with that amount. What we can do though is sort of get in, destroy a few of them, and then get out. That's the plan. So let's see if any of that is actually, well, going to come into effect. So, you see them, several of them over there. So these are plasmas, I believe, these ones. One of them's gone. There's all the missiles coming in. There's another one gone. Battle station's activated. And, wow. Okay. Ship is taking a beating. We are running away. So again, it's one of the things we can do. To be fair, if I had my weapons, I'd probably be able to deal with them. But the flames that are coming out of them indicate that that is not so much the case. Okay. I think they have given up now. There we go. But what we can do though is rush back, because there's one of them peeled off, this plasma one. And it's turning to face, but it'll be too late for it. It's gone. There we go. And again, we are taking damage, but mainly, yeah, we are shooting a fair number of them down. Right, okay, I'm going to have to deal with them now. So spin around. If I can get a couple of them on this first pass. That would be great. One of them's gone. If I stay in here, I might be able to get them. We are taking a bit too much damage, I think, for my liking. Yeah, far too much. Okay, 13% full. I mean, that's definitely within Star Trek levels of survivability, right? But we're gonna run away. There's no point in sticking around, even if the hull's getting repaired. If there's no weapons, then pointless. So I've just activated the battle stations once again. We're coming up to 100% repaired. So we'll once again rush back. I've got the energy to max this out. I thought I checked the energy draw, and the energy draw for our vessel is well, put this way, we can pretty much continue firing with impunity, and even activating our thrusters at max, and we can still do it. Right, here's some more coming in. So anything that's like this one here that seems to be sort of full health, try and take that out to get the missiles away. There we go. There's another one here that seems to be damaged. That's gone. There's another one here. And a couple of good volleys should take it out. No. So once again, rush away. But we are chipping away at the enemy now. Battle stations have ended. This one is coming in. We're going to activate more speed and rush away. Yep, there you go. So they're not following anymore. We're up to 50%. You know what? If this guy's going to try and chase us down, I'll happily spin around and try and fire. I think I've taken out 2 of their guns. I've taken out both of their guns. I don't know if they have the same repair capabilities as me, though. Probably do. Right, there we go. Spin repair capabilities. Activated battle stations once again. And we're getting in now. Ooh, that doesn't feel like a decent attack vector. Ramming speed. Right, one of them's gone. I'm ending up just ramming into everything here at this point. Let's chase this one down, this plasma one, because it is... Well, it's heading away, and there must be a reason for it. Oh yeah, it's because it's got no weapons. There we go, it's gone. I think we're at a point now where I can overwhelm their missiles. There we go. There's another one gone. The plasma ones I'm a little bit worried about. I'm going to try and keep this ship between us and them. There's another one destroyed, and I think there's still runaway missiles there and a plasma up here, but I think that is about... Right, that's just a bit of a coup de grace there. That's the turn. It's not sportsmanlike. They were sort of drifting in space there, but they started it. I think we finished it. Okay, certainly the biggest fight we've had. Let's take a breather. Take a breather and a beverage. And with all of that, no research points, but probably some, yeah, some components at least. Crew ready for battle stations. I'm not going to activate it now, but I am going to have a scan around here. Okay, good. I've achieved what I set out to do, which is defeat them. This moon is an odd interior resonance, is partially hollow inside the core. Ah, partially. It's probably been mined out. Oh! And, yeah, those guys turned up. Yeah, more plasma. I just feel like I may need, eventually, some shields sooner rather than later as well. Okay, the fact that they appeared as soon as I came here is unsettling. Let's survey. This planet has some of the distinctive malleable architecture of the Empire with a twist. Unlike most of the examples, there's evidence of a post-imperial period. This gives some small insights into the collapse, as some of the records were preserved in a format the team can detect. Ensign Triton summarizes, the colony recognized cracks in the Empire's foundation, so to speak, and anticipating near-term instability, they use their advanced technology to establish a military industry deep within the nearby moon, capable of rapidly producing automated attack craft that could be deployed instantly to deter invaders and other riffraff. What? Sorry? We're not riffraff. Unfortunately, they failed to anticipate the scenario where their technology might fail to cease to maintain the environment. Attempts to import raw, vital supplies were rebuffed by the defences they could no longer control. Currently for us, they left behind the supply of unprocessed ore and returned the ship. So, yeah, it's it's set up producing all of these and mined out this, as far as I can tell. Okay, let's go to this blue star. We've already been over there. We've been here. Like I say, we've done what we set out to do. I'm happy with that. Okay, there's also a white star there as well, which I'll go down here first, and then I'll head to that white star. And after that, I mean, like I said, there's so many places we can visit. I'm tempted by up here. Because, well... Oh, and there's also there as well. Because I've got all of these... transport, the short-range transportery things. Yeah, over where we've just got the license to trade. We shall see, though. So, this location here... we have scanned it out before. I think there must be places to look at. Legion Heavies. The dump. Investigation complete. Yeah, I've obviously been over here. I'm going to have to try it again. Redeploy. Odd signature. Covered in junk and debris. Search the garbage. Let's do another roll. 56. Titanium. And leave the planet alone for a while. Yeah, okay. I'll recall it now. Yes, indeed. We can just get some bits from it. Alright, so good. Good. Right, this white star then. This is, again, another area. But there's all these here that we haven't surveyed. That's because we weren't allowed, but we now have the ability. But with this being in range, we're going to have a look. We are going to have a look. So, again, mission-wise, Flotsam and Jetsam, yes. Laconian vassals, new shipments. And then whatever this is, the brass connectors. You get 150 research off it as well, which is good. We're on 98 experience of 120. The next thing we're going to pick up is probably biomed for everybody. I want everybody with at least 1 point in everything, so that could mean xenoculture as well. Derelict vessel detected. Let's spin around. Very difficult to see. Ship is in poor condition, partially from the slow acceleration of entropy, most because it was in pretty bad shape to begin with. Captain's log still intact. Highby group of academics fleeing the devout almost returned their money when I saw the ship they'd bought. Imperial Protector, former pride of our fleet. Stripped to the bones, no weapons, no batteries, old fission reactor. Luckily, if we did make it halfway to the final location, our chances would be better if they tell me exactly what they are, what it was. They need the copper and some distance between me and the perfect exile. Subsequent entries detail the ship's decay and burial of passengers in space as supplies run low. Amir have a blood-rich in... Oh, it's closed now. Bluish dust around the captain's chair is probably dried blood. 73 copper and some uranium. Okay. Let's continue on. Actually, we're actually very close to here, to this white star. Didn't expect it to come into view so quickly, but we've been travelling quite fast. Okay, we have a wormhole gateway, which is always good. Another series of dried canyons. Ensign P thinks there might be some mineral deposits. 0% bonus, but it's not a negative. I'll take the roll. Some aluminium. That's fine. And gain some experience. And that is also 100 planetary surveys complete now. So I'm going to rush over to here. Spin around. No anomalies. Continue on. No anomalies. This way. Scan again. They're close together. No anomalies. The ship's not liking getting too close to the star. Hey, there's something. Shallow circular depression marks an eroded impact crater. The lander's penetrating radar confirms buried dense meteorite. Excavate? 5 iridium. Since I never get chime in with xenoculture trivia these surveys, I'm just going to say that an archaic term for impact is astroblem, literally star wound. Okay, thanks. So we're sort of out of the way here. No reason not to head over here. We've got unscanned areas, and we should be okay now because we've talked to, I was going to say the head honcho. I don't know if that's their proper title, or well, in fact was the person in charge. But we certainly got license, I believe, to come here and scan. Unremarkable blobby protrusion is a sign of inverted magma. Okay. Try and excavate it with 20% bonus, and then we rolled really low, but we got 3 iridium. Okay. See all these ships rushing towards us, but we've done nothing wrong. There's the scouts. I like that the different factions have different, not just ship designs, but different, what would we call it, like layouts. So, manosphere of this planet usually dense and warm. Plus 10 research points. Yeah, so they have, like, you know, different maybe ways of fighting, different, you know, so like some have like quite a lot of ships, quite small and sort of a swarm type of force. Others go with larger ones. This one apparently goes with everything because that is massive, that ship. Look at the size of it. Moderately sized colony is nested around the crater of a lagoon, giving the ratio of landing pads and permanent structures probably a trade-driven colony. And we can say, after guild compliance officer verifies our guild codes, the team is permitted to visit the administrative offices. Let's go there. Introduce the local administrator. I'm delighted to answer any questions. We're interested in more about the colony. Like many, we are the survivors of the Fallen Empire. Over 128 years ago, a Nimian merchant built a supply outpost in this lagoon. Since then, we've grown into the most successful trade operation within 16 sectors. Okay, we would like to be more self-sufficient in food production, but the Imperial flora makes that difficult. What Imperial flora? Used to be a popular spot in the Empire, so naturally carefully cultivated. Everything we try to grow can't possibly compete with the Imperial engineered flora. Okay. Okay. Traders know this and charge us exorbitantly for food supplies. They're concerned. Several sectors where the Emir have operated previously have been converted by the devout who provide their own security services. Second Legion have lost several lucrative contracts. I've heard rumours that the devout now have few Emir converts. Embarrassing for them, I'm sure. Not that I object to the devout. I am not a believer myself, but have no prejudices. No information. Public markets. We've got a smelly appliance, which is platinum, and a suction device. I'll buy both. And they really like gold. Yeah. I might as well sell them a bit of gold. Bit of this iridium. Just going to give us some platinum. Which bring us back to what we were. And then we'll leave that for now. So there's another trade location. We'll now head over to here, because again, all this is completely, you know, unscanned. Nature is generally good finding paths to potential energy. Bet somewhat life forms figured out to process the flora. If we find some, we might be able to help the colony. Okay. Mission log added. Previously unknown object closing. Where? Where? Is it the emissary? I don't think so. If it was, I don't know where it's gone. Put it that way. Right. Over to our cargo. Suction device. A portable desalination plant. Probably capable of 2,000 litres per day using reverse osmosis. Our techniques are superior, but does have some interesting ideas. And also, smelly appliance. Convert a variety of algae into a food bar. Scans show the bar is technically edible for humans, but would be better as an emitter. Okay, right, yes, we're not going to get into that one. Right, okay, good. So, we've basically just bought some rubbish. Although, useful rubbish at that, I guess. So, continue scanning. Find a bit more about here. I think we are almost certainly going to end up in a sort of war with the Emir. Incredible. It's a tree. Complete ecosystem, continuously evolved as a single complex life form over millennia. It's the only one of its kind that will ever be. Huh. A lonely tree clings to here. Wow. That's equally. There's no other life other than single-celled organisms. You've got this one tree in the whole biome there. That's both simultaneously inspiring and also quite tragic. Surface of this planet is marked with irregular granite intrusions. Some ore deposits. Let's initiate extraction, and it was only plus 15. We've gained some titanium. Okay. Again, though, all of this is giving us experience, and eventually, well, experience as well as information. So we'll continue scouting about. There's this area here, and Commander Jan Erickson. This is from the CX tier pilot. Despite the lack of support by major faction, the Beverage runner has acquired a reputation as a threat to reckon with. We have further interest in your lance. What do you need? We have now lost several deep haulers on several routes. Some of these have been in guild space. Such are the risks of business without an empire to keep in order. But our contract entitles us to a compensation for piracy. The guild is claiming they have no evidence of aggression. Like the Beverage runner, to investigate the region where the attacks have most likely occurred. If you can bring evidence to the guild that these are deliberate attacks in their domain, we will split the compensation with you evenly. Investigate the area, give us the coordinates, but we'll make no promises, or have Ensign try and attempt to negotiate a better deal. 0% chance. I'm going to take the roll. Oh, you negotiate pilot's a difficult deal. I mean drive a hard bargain. I like that. Negotiate a pilot's a difficult deal. Drive a hard bargain. Yeah. Give you 100% of the compensation, and if they take the matter seriously. Any communications. Okay. Over there. Wow. Oh, it's quite far away as well. Fine. Fine. We will do just that. We will have a scout about first, though, because naturally that is our inclination. I'm going to scout around here, then there. Then I'll probably head back, although it really depends on my research. 325. Ooh, we could get a bigger ship, couldn't we? I don't know. I'll see. An old freighter sits on a former lava plain. Technologically, the ship is unremarkable, using low reaction drive. One distinctive and interesting feature is that it has been retrofitted with an unusual control system that Ensign Rear suspects is an interface allowing single pilot control of all systems via a contact-free neural link. technically actually enter the apparatus. Too risky, or give it a go with minus 10% chance. We'll give it a roll. And yes. Okay. We get almost immediately after the power comes on. Ensign gives out a loud shout of pain and slumps out the cockpit. Apparently, unsurprisingly, the new rule in place was not designed to work with just any kind of mind. On the plus side, the systems were able to locate some share of light. Oh well, we've fried the brain of our ensign. But I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea. I guess the curiosity got the better of my judgment. No, to be fair, that's on me. There's enough planets to come back to. And I thought, 10%, minus 10%, we'll give it a go. Yeah, perhaps not. Perhaps not. Maybe if we go for 0 or above. There's still many things like that over and around here to have a look at. There's that one there, Imperial Trainer. There's another one over here. I don't think we can get in that yet. The Fallen Colony. More locations over there. But we're around here now, so we'll get scanning. Two familiar insights sit in juxtaposition. A crafted stone pyramid and a massive sterile structure with the Fallen Empire looming over it. Despite the large technological disparities, there are some architectural similarities. The Empire buildings are, as always, very large, dusty, and empty. Yes, very cavernous indeed. Although the sheer scale makes an exhaustive search impractical. While the pyramids are more primitive than the Fallen Empire structures, their architecture suggests they were influenced by the Fallen Empire. Pyramid is slightly less empty. Chambers are mostly bare with some scattered debris, indicating either hasty departure or perhaps post-departure looting. One hall has some machines apparently ripped from the wall and strip away wiring. Galeese examines that the equipment uses small electromagnetic relays that likely repel with 2 copper. We'll give it a roll. And yeah, didn't work. Computers are interesting, composed of small electromagnetic relays. They have minuscule fraction of the computing power in a single crew member's survival kit, but they clearly were manufactured with technology ahead of Starcoms. They begin transmitting a seemingly random sequence of numbers to an external antenna. Field sensors just detected an energy flux in this sector. Okay. The legendary state of... Whisker Mugs turning up. Is that a good idea or not? Where else is there? There's over there. We'll have a chat with this guy. He might have something to say. No, just trading. Okay. Oh. There's a wormhole. Hello. Alien, your vessel is detected near the source of a heretic signal. Reveal their location immediately. Probably just coincidence. We were investigating a planetary anomaly and triggered the broadcast. Wait, have we met before? This is an Amir convert. Perhaps you are confusing me with another Amir who has yet to see the truth. Soon we'll be at one as in the fold of the devout. A ship with the same energy signatures will report and investigate the artifacts. Disable your weapons and engine systems and surrender your vessel to be seized and searched for heretic artifacts. Refuse or surrender? Refuse, as expected. The pagan refuses towards the true path, except the remnant blessings. Okay. Luckily I didn't hit these guys, and I'm hoping that we couldn't as well. This is the Legion. Oh, we got the one there and one there. Okay. Interestingly, I've only just detected it, even though it's quite close. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Well, I'm gonna have a... come on. Where are we now? Whoa! Really far away from the stalkers. Who are these? This is a scout. I read that as Karen. The Kirin Scout Commander. Greetings, smooth and unfamiliar creature. Hello, evil skull. You're in Karen space. Explain your presence. I'm of generic son of Starcom. We are peaceful explorers. Recently learned of your agents that rival the Nimian may have sent a spy to our territory to probe for weaknesses. Perhaps the timing of your arrival is coincidental. I assure you we are not spies. Spy would readily admit that. Unlike the Nimian, we do not attack without good reason. If you give no cause to believe you are spies, we shall treat you with peace. Okay, are you friendly with the devout? Of course. Academics turn inquisitors of the Empire wear the first cracks in the foundations. They have attempted to make converts among us, but our mind is too strong for their superstitions. Your questions reveal much about you. Your species must have only just reached the stars recently not to know this common history. Be careful not to display your ignorance too openly. You will be taken advantage of. Why do you hate the Nimian? They claim to pursue peaceful shared space, but the shared space they maneuver strategically to control vital resources. Then they threaten the resources unless their cohabitants, acquiesce to their commands. If you do not keep them out, eventually seize all. Interested in learning about the remnants? What can you tell you about them? Who are you that your culture does not have many stories about them? They are the remaining artifacts of the Great Fallen Empire. Now that the Empire is gone, their vassals have jealously protected their gateways and other artifacts. Who is the Fallen Empire? For eons, the Empire kept peace with the civilized regions. Their technologies were like sorcery to the young worlds. Then the Empire fell for reasons that are mysterious as their artifacts. Now, its former vassals fight over remains. Okay, we are in a new area of space. And we found some diberyllium on here. Okay, well, frankly, still got that marker over there. Delete. Can't get rid of it. Right, I need to find an area where we can jump back to here. So, the Karens are peaceful. What is the proper name for them? Kinrans, I think. What's this? Most cultures flourish or collapse quickly after alien contact. The fact that this one did not give us unique insight into xenocultural prominence. Ruins of a pre-industrial civilization. Culture show signs of regular alien contact. The gods dropped their swords and left their chariots and headed at once for the sunken islands. When a caravan of merchants came upon these, they were astounded for what they found. The tribes, they went upon the chariots and told them, "Look, we are gods, fear and worship us." Then the tribes knew only gods wielded these weapons. Their new gods spoiled their worshippers and rained fire on the doubters. The god emperors ruled for an eon until they'd forgotten they were not gods. The team returned to the ship. Okay. A primordial P1, Luna, and a gas giant. As I said, I'm gonna scan around here until I find, well, probably a way to get back. Unusual powerful seismic event has created deep localized fractures in this planet's crust. Numerous shafts provide access to deep lava tubes near where sensors detect veins of molten copper. So, Galeese thinks they can cut precision holes with the mining lasers to pull copper where they could be harvested, or pre-believes they can too much risk reward, sonar mapping the tubes allow the team to find some cool copper. I'm going to say do that plus 20%. Failed it. So I'll take some rolls on something that should be statistically a higher chance of passing and we absolutely botch it, and then other times it's the other way around. Anyway, we do have 42 copper. We've gained some experience, it's not all bad. Let's just scan here. It's nothing there. There is a jump gate there, but I'm going to go over to this unscanned area and then go through that jump gate. Again, this is another area with a new faction that is of interest, but I don't know if I want to be getting into it right now. I want to at least complete certain sectors before going to other ones. I call them sectors and not, but yeah, a new chapter perhaps. So over here, and I definitely, that stalker's over there. That's of interest. That's something we're going to do. But like I say, my plan is really to try and find a wormhole generator. There's the scouts coming in again. Hello guys, we haven't really looked at their ships. I like the colours of them. Oh, loads of them just randomly appeared from there as well. They're all swarming away. No anomalies detected on these ones. Okay. This area doesn't connect up to another one via the jump gates or any other method of travel other than Mark 1 engine. Actually, we've got Mark 2 engine. But you know what I mean? Just no jumpy, no mystical way of going. Let's go survey there. Scanners indicate multiple anomalies scattered widely over the planet's surface. Nothing visually unusual. Lead the search with observation, Kepler. And we failed it again. After lengthy search, the team's symptoms begin to get worse. We decide that where conditions and dangerous would be better if they return to the Beverage runner for now. Return to the ship. Okay, so there's an incomplete survey for boarding planet. So we're going to be coming back to that, aren't we? Okay. It's still there. Getting over there might be best just to head that one and then up. Okay. What we like for research, though? 350. Having the most vivid dream since recovering from that alien neural interface. I think my brain is trying to punish me for my reckless inquisitiveness. So maybe a fail isn't a fail in this game. It's just different. We've watched enough horror holodramas to know anytime someone says that they're about to go insane and murder the whole crew. Please don't. I'd rather you not. Frozen gases on this frigid planet completely obscure the surface of the scanners. 5 iridium. James Ray, I think we've all agree that you've watched enough horror holodramas. Yes. And a new thing added to the log. Really? Is it? Or is it just the log? Yeah. Right, close that. Over to Wormhole Gateway. Perfect. Let's do that. And also an outpost. So we'll have a chat with those. We should be able to do that. Let me just... Always best to unlock that. Hail the vessel. Oh, nothing to discuss. That's fine. I don't know what sort of massive war we're going to get into later on. Century-old wreck lies smashed on the rocky desert floor. Clean hole lasered through its side. The most valuable resources have been roughly stripped, but ship's titanium backbone choice is largely intact. Tactics insight looks like rushed smashing grab weapons crippled. Then the boarders took the valuable resources, but we did get 34 titanium. Okay. That's nice. That's colourful, isn't it? Nice. Very pastel colours, eh? Let's go here. Scan. Nothing here. Okay. So, there's only, like, these areas. Well, actually, no, there's the flinger that take us to there. And then there's that gas giant that's unscanned. I'm going to go through... I'm going to go back home. I think. Yeah. Let's head back for now. Because I want to have a check. To see if there's anything of note. We can talk to our science vessel. And I can't remember the other alien faction, but we can talk to them. They really navigate. Like, it's just not liking going where we're there. Go here, please. There we go. Right. So I want to talk to the Goya, and I want to talk to the Alethea. So we'll head over here. Systems hit by informational hazard. Dr. Raman vaguely to your observations. Ah, yes. Further investigations in the Fallen Empire, specifically for heretics, hinted that they were investigating what we call informational hazards. Hot topic in xenoculture back when I graduated. Known as forbidden knowledge. Trying to observe that the heretics had been doing a lot of research into low or no-tech data storage systems. We assumed it was to preserve the knowledge of the events of a widespread collapse. Some of the archives you recovered suggest they were least concerned with data storage methods that didn't involve any computation. Apparently they were looking for ways to study forbidden knowledge without the systems becoming corrupted by it. Big gaps in the records may partially explain their informational hygiene, as it were. Data in the crystalline analyzed doesn't appear to be actual forbidden knowledge. Instead it was sort of like a bad facsimile. Oh, okay. Well, no information about that then. Let's go and chat with the Goya. Just quite a way away. You know what, I'll wait until it comes back round. Work smart, not hard. Okay, so I will chat. No, hang on. Doc. Milton. There's some more stuff that's come through, which is always a standard. Commander U. Nothing there. Dr. Rama, nothing there. Okay, so that's fine. For research then, I will go with batteries. Mark 3. And the next one will be module logistics. How many batteries do I have on this thing? Medium battery and a medium battery. Each one is 75 reserves. A large battery. Oh. 220 with 4 hexes. So I can fit that large battery, I think, and remove some of these. That might be a bit of an overhaul, but it would be better for us. Yeah, I'll do that in a moment. I'm just going to talk to the Goya, and then I'm going to fit that. And then where? Still want to know about that shield investigation. It's trading over there. This one here, the CXTA Stalkers. I think I'm going to go back there and head over. Oh, sorry. Come on, Goya. I wish our communications were more longer range than the weapons. The Trade Guild. The Imperial prefix is a bit ambitious for a guild that scarcely ventures in the outside of a handful of sectors. Like the Second Legion, they employ the tattered garments of former glory. Their traditions and charter do legitimately trace back to the Fallen Empire. They charge much for mundane knowledge, but fail to see value of our free advice. Doing business with the devout will cost them everything. Practical matter, the group aware of not only our artifacts but purchase them as well. A complexity filter. I'm going to buy one of those. And exit. And communications. I don't know if I need anything else from them, resource-wise, but that should do for now. Let's go with cargo, complexity filter. Advanced hard-coded Kolmogorov filter, preventing certain kinds of very complex data from passing through. It's a firewall. Cool. Okay, so let's see then, actually. We're going to go doc and research and module logistics, because we just got the points for it. And, well, back to the shipyard. So, I want to... we've got medium batteries. We've got 2 medium batteries, 75 reserves. Battery energies-wise, the large battery is 220. So, I don't need them batteries. So, I'm going to get rid. I probably don't need that reactor, actually. But let me just shift these. I'm hoping I can do that. Shit, that's gonna be a fairly big overhaul, this thing. Like that. Okay. Ship is getting a bit weird shape-wise. I don't know if I need that reactor. There. Energy output is 45. Maximum peak is 48. I'm going to need some cooling is what I need. Let's deal with that. Reinforced vent. There. We can have our surveyor lander on the front. Surveyor lander on the front. I mean, I'm tempted with... What else do we need? Speed is good. As long as it's over 20, I'm fine with it. Bulkhead is just extra hull and reinforcements for next things that are next to it. Don't know if I need any extra crew quarters. Faster repairs is always good though. We've got dorsal stabilizers. Increase the vessel's deep space speed, void effect. I mean, the fact that it looks like wings like that is cool. We are traveling far, actually. Let's weapons havoc. Havoc weapons. They are very much havoc weapons. They do say havoc. If I was to put them there in exhaust pot. So havoc weapons. Go to research and over to havoc. Hang on. See if I can find it. It's basically a flak field. Create a temporary perimeter of explosive bursts around the vessel, particularly effective against missiles, drones, and other unarmored targets. We've had a lot of that. I already have them unlocked, so maybe it's the way to go, or actually, wait, let me come out of that. How do I activate them again? I think I had to check it before. Cycle secondary weapons are Havoc defenses. I don't know if we need Havoc defenses, although it would have been useful for that that huge, horrible missile swarm that we've just had over here. Just waiting for it to be charged up. Ship is still maneuverable. Crunch. So if I activate this, I mean, it just activates fireworks. It just fireworks. Perimeter enhancement. I mean, I do like that. That is pretty cool. Do I really want it on the vessel? Is the question though. I do need to cool this thing a bit more. And I'm aware that defenses are starting to become a bit of an issue. What if I was to remove that? Put this in. That'll cool both of those. Exceeds max 55. Really? Okay. Guess I can't. Because it's size 2. Okay. I'm going to remove those then. But what do I need? That's going to give really good cooling to them. So I don't mind that. And then put the other weapon back on. What are we on now? 53. We've got the dorsal stabilizers. Bring that up there. Just trying to shrink this down a little bit. Size. Do I need another... Where's crew quarters? I don't need another crew. I was going to say put crew quarters there, and then the reactors either side, but I don't think we need them. Nothing else I can really fit in there. This could be rotated around. I just don't want to make huge, massive changes. Do I need the cooling over deflectors is the question. Just from the outer side, it says. Simulate heat. If I did remove them, I think it was going to be a problem. See, that's just getting... that's like a really long ship now. It's all engine. It's just engine. And actually, no, sorry, it's not all engine. It's all vents and engine. We got loads of resources. Let's see. Putting it back like that, I quite enjoy that. It's got a bit more of a shape to it. Like that and that. And then bringing that back. Then you've got 2 more spaces. We've got 2 more spaces. Okay. Like that or like that. Where's the nearest cooling? Oh, the engines are there. Couple cooling there and there, but I don't know if I need to actually cool it. Deflectors? Oh, I could just go with... Can't go with scanners. Oh no, I can go with scanners because I did remove a scanner. I've got double deflectors there. Have I got more double deflector? Ah, right. Yeah. I don't know if putting them like that actually works. Reduce directional damage coming from the outer side. I'm not sure on that one. Connectors. Don't like that. Armor. Don't need more reaction. We got decent energy. We definitely need a scanner. And we definitely need a survey lander. Then we've got 2 more spaces, which... Don't need reactors. Bulkhead. Reinforced modules. That'll do. Save design. Beverage on a 14 now. These engines are going to get hot, but we've pretty much just made the ship bigger. But we're going to leave that for now. That's been a bit of Starcom Unknown Space. We've had a interesting one, I think. We've improved the ship at least twice. Sorry, no, modified the ship at least twice. Improvement is, well, up to you on that one. What do you think? We've went over here and defeated the huge like drones that were coming from there. That's I'm going to call them drones. Obviously, met a new race, and we've also got these CX tier stalkers. So next episode, we're going to maybe have a look at the CX tier stalkers, because I think it's a nice thing to aim for, and it's pretty much from this location up. We've also got obviously loads of areas here to scan, and it's within this nebula. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. As always, let me know what you think. But, and I say this pretty much at the end of every episode, more exploration, more better. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and Generic Part.